now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
When you in jail, it's always somebody that wants you to stay in there and do time with them. They don't want to see you go home. They don't like when you get visits. They don't like when you bragging about your family and the possessions and cars and everything that you had when you was on the streets. A lot of them people up in there miserable. They want you to do as much time as they got, especially when you become cool with a lot of people up in there. Now this 50-50 thing, they didn't have this stuff back in the days. All this stuff is new. And according to the guys on the internet that's doing time, they automatically, when they speak 50-50 yard, they all go crazy about that concept. We already did content on that. Well, they got a dude named Nico. I guess he's a black Southsider. And they told him, man, when you go to the 50-50 yard, take off immediately. Take off on somebody and they going to send you back to the regular population, the regular yard. This is the thing. By him going to a 50-50 yard, they say you're going to get 33%. Instead of doing most of your time, you'll be home in a year. But if you go to a regular yard, then you're going to do 2 years. Man, that's a hard pill right there. Don't that sound like that's a setup that CDC is trying to set these dudes up to catch more time? Because I heard it was $50,000 a year for each inmate. So this is the perfect way to set up the people that want to go home. And the crazy part about it is you put a lot of them life in jeopardy when they go to these yards and don't come back to the regular yard, because that stuff follow them to the streets. And some idiot, some guy might not look at it like, man, this dude want to come home to his family. They gonna look at it like, man, you was over there with the piece of they got cold words for him. But we're going to get to this content, man. It's too gangster for YouTube, and then we're going to go over there to Dubs and put both of these videos together. It's a cold situation, man. But before we get to this content, man, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I did my first live today in a long time, and I was talking about some jail stuff, and as soon as I turn on the internet, I see this. So I say, you know what a coincidence. Let's check this video out, and let's do a reaction to it, man. Let's get to this content. Let's go. All right, this is Too Gangster for YouTube. Let's go over there and check this out. Let's do the reaction. Let's go.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? I don't know if you guys remember him, but King Nico is the first black Southsider I seen online. I always wonder what happened to him because he haven't posted anything in years. Come to find out, he was locked up the whole time. Last week, a picture of him got posted on the grams. Things didn't look right. This guy said that he never seen a homie's bunk that messy. This guy said, why isn't his mattress rolled up? This person said, look into his eyes. He got that if you can't beat him, then join him look. This guy right here is in PC. And he said, that's right, big dog, welcome home. King Nico finally responds.
Another couple months, and then boom, they sent me out to Wasco State Penitentiary. After Jamestown, they sent me to Oak Glen Fire Camp.
All right, let's start right there. Look like he free. I see a Jack in the Box in the back. A lot of people in jail can't go to Jack in the Box right now. So he made it home. He said, I don't care what nobody talking about. I'm getting up out of here. Catch me when you can, like the gingerbread man. But listen, man, this is the thing right here. A lot of y'all probably saying, what do they mean that his bed area is not clean? What do they mean his bed is not rolled up? When you in a jail, you keep your bed rolled up because you go outside and you sit on your bed. So instead of sitting on your bed bringing dirt from outside, they sit on a little metal slab up in there. That's why they saying, why is his bed area not clean? Look like he in a dorm. Doesn't look like he's in a cell to me. I see a locker right there. So that's definitely dorm living. They you know, they not gonna keep them beds up clean all. They in there. They don't care. That's a low level yard. But what y'all would have done? I want to know what y'all would have done. What y'all would have said, you know what? I'm gonna do this extra year in jail, or I'm gonna go home a year earlier, just going in program. What y'all would have did?
So let me tell you about how prison is right now too in jail, bro. When I got to jail, you know, I heard about it, but until I was there, the homies was telling me like, hey, my boy, what's up, Mike? Look, check this out, bro. You know, it's 50-50 yards now, right? I was like, break it down to me, player. He's like, so basically it's snitches there and stuff like that, bro. Like people with crazy charges is, bro, there's 50% of them and there's 50% of GP, which is like us regular people, you know. Like, all right, so what, you stay away from them? Nah, as soon as you get there, you get off on them, you know, take off on somebody, then they send you to a good yard where it's just 100% GPs.
King Nico did time before there was a 50-50 yard, so the other guys put him on game. They told him that we gotta get off that yard, but after learning the consequences of not staying on a 50-50, King Nico decided to stay. Staying on a 50-50, he gets to go home a year earlier, but if he gets off, he stays a year longer. Today, King Nico is finally a free man because he decided to go PC.
So when I get up to reception, the counselor topped it up with me. He's like, hey, so you going to Jamestown? I was like, but that's a bad yard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can I go somewhere else? He's like, nah, you can't, bro. You going to Jamestown, bro. You know, I was like, dang, bro. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take off then. And he was like, well, you know what, bro? If you take off, then your 50% gonna stay at 50. I said, nah, but I need that 33%. I heard you get 30% now if you go to like a 2 or 1 yard. And he was like, nah, once you get off of one of those 50-50 yards, you're no longer eligible for the 33. So I said, all right.
All right. It seems like they trying to break them. It's a lot of lifers that's trying to go home. So a lot of lifers, they gonna say, you know what? I got action at a date. I got a program. They didn't already told me I got a program. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not no rat. I ain't told nobody. I'm fit to go program. I'm about to go over and program. And a lot of lifers have came home by programming. Now, the dudes in jail, they want you to stay gangster forever. Now, this dude, I guess he didn't got thousands of views, 100,000 of views on YouTube. He probably didn't got some of that check. He like, man, I got to get up out of here and get back to my bag. I don't want to be up in here no more. It seemed like to me, like I said earlier, like the counselors, the CDC people is setting these dudes up. You want to go home? It's like putting a carrot in front of your face. You want to go home or you want to stay here some more time? Knowing that everybody in jail wants to go home. Nobody in jail wants to stay in jail. So either you're going to go program, go home a year early, or you're going to go here and more than likely be in some politics, might catch another case of sticking and stabbing or get stabbed and stuff, because the other yards, they ain't, it's all gas, no brakes. Now you got some dudes that say, you know what, I'd rather just do that extra year. I'd rather do that extra year away from my family, away from my kids, away from my wife. A lot of dudes in jail don't have nothing on the streets. They don't have no family, no kids. They don't got nothing. A lot of them dudes be dope fiends, going up in there catching cases, struck out. So they don't care about you going home to your family. They don't care about none of that. They need you on the yard for the number, for the count. In case it go down, they got a rider on the yard. What y'all think about that? I really want y'all honest opinion. What y'all think about that? Let's go.
The case was closed because I got to get home. You know what I'm saying? I know how to separate myself from people that I don't want to deal with. So I was like, bro, I'm getting home, bro. I don't care what nobody think. You feel me?
Now, one thing I respect about King Nico is the fact that he didn't lie. I hate channels that went PC but pretend like they're active. Like, why you gotta lie for? Just keep it real. King Nico rolled it up and went PC, but he never told. He didn't turn down no fades. He's just a man that wanted to come home. You gotta respect him for telling the truth.
All right, we're going to get up out of here. This is Too Gangsta for YouTube. Let's go to their channel so y'all can go check out the rest. This is Too Gangsta for YouTube. Y'all go over there and give them a subscribe and like their channel, like their content. Got a whole lot of content over there. Now, let's get over here to Dubs and see what he got to say about this whole thing. You know what I mean? See if he could, you know, give y'all a better clue, understanding of what's going on. Let's go check this out.
Where do we begin, man? King Nico. King Nico is incarcerated right now. Prior to his incarceration, he was successful on YouTube. King Nico was rapping, putting out good music. But more than that, he had a lot of really funny skits, man, that he would do. A lot of shorts that were hitting hundreds of thousands of views, man. So King Nico, through his music and his shorts, made people laugh or made people feel good or both, right? And now he finds himself, you know, doing time. He's incarcerated, doing his thing. He's never been someone who was trying to be all rah, the baddest dude. No. And yet he takes a picture, or somebody took a picture of him and he posted it, right? And now all of these people that are on the streets are putting a jacket on the guy based off of a picture of him in a dorm setting. Obviously he's in a dorm setting, right? I don't know what level that is. If it's a level, he's in a level 1, if he's in a level 2, I don't care. What I do care about is how frivolous people are with their judgment and voicing their opinions. How do you, those of you that are putting a jacket on him, those of you that are smutting him up, how do you know he ain't related to somebody? How do you know that somebody doesn't have a lot of love for him, and they see your little comments and maybe says, hey, Holmes, find out who this dude is, and they pick a fucking random person, eh? I swear, social media, and especially YouTube, has gotten so careless and comfortable. It's amazing to me. Let me tell you.
Let's stop right there. He got a point. YouTube app took a turn out of this world. This, man, I used to love coming home from being in the streets. Couldn't find no movie on the cable, so I go right to YouTube, pull it up, watch some of the videos I used to watch from back in the days, pull them right up. Now I don't know what it is. Everybody is on the same stuff. Everybody channel covering the same stuff, back to back to back to back. Nothing but chaos all day. But it does move the needle for a lot of people channel. Now, I know it's a lot of people on here like, man, where's that fun at? The only way we're going to get back to that is we got to step out the box and get creative and take a chance. So, you know what? I know y'all want this, but let me try to get y'all this. Either they going to like it or love it. But let's get back to Dubs, man.
What I see. Now, I'm going to keep it 100% real. And we're going to start with the petty stuff, right? I saw the picture of him. And is his locker a little bit disheveled? It is. But that's his locker.
Yeah, right. Who cares? Man, I'm in jail. Man, this ain't my mind. Especially when you been out here living a boss life, a player life. Look at that little ass chef. That's some people whole life. They whole life is squeezed up in here. Some people make this so nice. I done seen them paint it, make the little stands up in there, the little shelves, checkerboard like it's a chessboard. Because this is their life. This all they have. People that been on the streets living like a player, man, like, I'm trying to get up out of here. I don't care about y'all gotta have. I'm not taking none of this junk home. Some people take your life for some of that stuff that's up in that locker.
He's not living in a cell. He doesn't have another man who he has to be concerned with or courteous to. That's his bed area. So maybe he was in a hurry and he took his shirt off and he balled it up and he stuck it in there and he's gonna fold it later. And this was a picture taken right after he had maybe got in from whatever he's doing, put that in there that he plans on washing, took a shower, came back out, and somebody, hey, you want to flick it up? Who knows? We don't know that, right? Was his mattress unrolled? Of course it was. He's in a dorm. I've never been on a dorm in the joint. I was in a dorm in YA. Not one person ever rolled their mattress up. What are you going to sit on? The springs? He's in a dorm. When I was in New Folsom, they used to have I don't know what they were, level 1s or level 2s in the gym. And for a time, they were allowing us level 4s to go into the gym to get our haircut because that's where the barber chairs were. Not one person in that dorm ever had their mattress rolled up. What are they going to lay on? Springs? This is another example of people not understanding. You're not going to roll a mattress up and sit on springs all day.
All right, let me start right there. He's right. He is right. I remember dudes used to be in the gym. They took the whole gym and they put bunks up in there, and dudes who had short time would be in that gym. They'd be on the yard with all the killers and people that had life sentence. But I ain't never seen those springs. They got metal slabs up in there. They put those mattresses on. Your back would be toe up by the time if you do some time up in there, your back would be toe up. Toe up, though. You won't even be able to stand straight because you're laying on metal all damn day. let's get back to this.
Right? Now, I want to get to what I did notice and what was very important to me in that picture. And hopefully other people noticed it. The first thing was how healthy he looks. So obviously he's not in there chasing nothing. He's not in there using nothing. I don't know the dude, but I know people that know him. And I've never been told that he was chasing no kind of dope on the streets. So I'm glad to see him healthy. And it looks like he's in good spirits, right? Secondly, I counted at least 9 books in that man's area with his name right. He wrote Blaxican on them. And that's just the books we could see. There's probably at least 2 more in his locker that are stacked on. The other ones are stacked on. And then he's got one on the top. How to build your music business or something like that. And then there's another book to the side. That's important to me. He's in good health.
And he's planning.
And he's keeping his mind strong. He's reading. He's bettering himself. It's so amazing, man, when, you know, people out here in the streets.
All right, we're going to stop it right there, man. This is Dub's challenge. Y'all can go over there and check out the rest of this. I get what he's saying. That gang culture, man, ain't nothing, ain't no joke, nothing to play with. Common sense is not common in that world, man. It just is what it is. Either you down or you not. And if you not, they gonna look at it like you a buster or like you a that however they said. They gonna look at you like you not, you know, you not 100. When taking care of your family is what's is 100. What y'all thought? Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.